Okay. So this might be the worst idea ever. We'll just have to see how this goes. But I have a bad commute very often coming home, and so I thought I'd try to do something a little bit more productive with the time than just listening to podcasts. So I'm trying to record just some random thoughts about who knows what. It'll be completely random as I drive home and subject you all to the images of the traffic that I'm dealing with at the same time. I don't have that much to talk about today. I thought what I would talk about today is the fact that I went on a vacation a couple weeks ago with my family. We went to a nice mountain town. And while we were there, we stopped at a restaurant that was serving something called Curiosity Cola. It was on their menu. And I never had this, and I'm a very big fan of sodas. I'll get into that more in a bit. But so I was like, okay, I've never had this. I have to get it. So I bought that. Came in a little bottle, and I loved it to death. I think it's really, really good. And so the second the waitress came back to the table, I said, where in this town can I buy more of this? And she said, well, you can't really buy more of it in town because we have to special order it. So what I ended up doing was getting online, finding a local distributor for the product, and my awesome wife went and bought a bunch of it for me. It is a bit more expensive than your regular Coke or Pepsi products, which is a good thing, and I'll explain why. And that's because after buying all this, I thought, you know what, I like sodas maybe a bit too much. I don't really drink them during the week. I try to limit my drinking them during the weekends. But even still, on a weekend, a Saturday, Sunday, whatever, I go by the kitchen, open the refrigerator and just like grab one of those sodas like it's just the next step up from water. And I drink a lot of them, 2 or 3 a day on weekends. So I guess I catch up on my skipping it during the week. And I thought I'd like to limit the amount that I'm drinking. And a way to do that would be to pit my desire for soda against my, I'll call it horrible thriftiness, if that's what I say. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a horrible thing. I guess it depends on who you are. But I don't like spending lots of money. And so instead of keeping cans in the big cases of soda in the refrigerator, which, so each can ends up being like a quarter or 35 cents or whatever it ends up being, we keep these bottles in there. And the bottles cost between maybe $1.50 and $2. And so every time I walk in the refrigerator or walk by the refrigerator and look at it in there and go, oh, that looks good. Now my mind's thinking that's $2 as opposed to drink Coke. So it's honestly worked out pretty well so far. I have not had more than one a day since starting this. I still have a lot of work to go as far as getting in better shape. I'm not in the best of shape. I've gotten really, really downhill since getting out of the military a while back. That's my fault. It's not necessarily just the new lifestyle. I mean, that's part of it, but I have not adapted. It is all on me to get better, and that's actually a way for me to do that, is to examine my own faults or own personal characteristics and find a way to do that. And I think pitting my thriftiness against my desire for sodas might be a good way to at least cut some of those empty calories out, and it seems to be working out so far. So anyway, that's really all I want to talk about today. Let me know what you think about this. Is this the worst idea ever? I've not gotten in a wreck yet, although it's going to happen. I've told my wife at some point on this drive, the way the people drive in this area, I am going to end up in a wreck. So I might as well distract myself a little bit more and make that a little bit more possible. But anyway, let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. Bye.